worked my entire life to get here. I gave my life to this, and you were just handed 15 minutes of fame.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the greatest and most memorable WWE moments in AJ Lee's incredible career so far.
AJ!
That's awesome! What goes around comes around.
Number 10. The long-awaited return. In 2015, after lighting up the WWE for 4 years on its main roster, AJ Lee retired from wrestling. Besides a stint as executive producer at Women of Wrestling and working on the TV show Heels, she stayed away from the sport. Instead, AJ focused on her writing and acting career.
I say never, because every time I've said never in my life, I've ended up doing the thing. You know?
But in 2025, that all changed. With her real-life husband, CM Punk, engaged in a feud with Seth Rollins and his real-life wife, Becky Lynch, AJ arrived to even the score, looking as if she hadn't been away for 10 years.
AJ Lee and CM Punk versus Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. Pick your poison!
This led to her first match at the premium live event WrestlePalooza, where she got the win for her team by making Lynch tap out.
Went for the manhandle slam. AJ turns it around into a Black Widow. The Black Widow submission. Punk and Rollins are out. It's down to AJ Lee and Becky Lynch.
Number 9. Making history with Natalya. In 2014, WWE's women's division was in a vastly different landscape from what we have today. Despite that, AJ had a landmark match against Natalya that year. She defended her Divas Championship against the Canadian on WWE Main Event, typically seen as a show for lower card wrestlers.
Yeah, what a commitment that is. I mean, that's going to be on her body for the rest of her life. Both of these women, there is nothing more important to them than the WWE.
While AJ was successful in keeping the belt, the biggest takeaway from the bout was that it lasted for 14 minutes and 19 seconds.
Can't give an opening to Natalya. And AJ whips all the way around with the DDT in the center of the ring.
This made it not only one of the longest matches in WWE main event history, but the lengthiest women's title bout since 1987, and the longest Diva Championship defense ever.
Natalya's got to look inside. Find some energy, find some strength to get out of this thing. This is for the WWE Divas Championship.
Number 8. Consecutive Woman of the Year. Pro Wrestling Illustrated has been publishing its magazine since 1979. One of the company's biggest events, in addition to publishing their top 500 wrestlers rankings, is their yearly awards, such as Wrestler of the Year and Woman of the Year. Well, for the latter, in 2012, 2013, and 2014, AJ was the recipient.
Slammy Award for Diva of the Year to AJ!
As such, she's the only woman to win this prestigious award 3 times in a row.
Any of those girls can be next in line for the throne, but I'm not done being queen.
The WWE also has its version of an award ceremony called the Slammy Awards. AJ won Diva of the Year in 2012 and 2014, as well as Kiss of the Year with John Cena in 2012.
This year, I've cared a lot about what people think about me, including you, including them. But not anymore.
Number 7. Putting over Paige.
I don't need your congratulations. So why don't you go running back to NXT because the champion does not like being interrupted.
The Raw after WrestleMania is always incredible as fans await the debut of new stars. In 2014, it was the reigning NXT Women's Champion Paige who interrupted AJ's celebration of successfully defending her Divas belt the night before.
I'm not ready to. No, I'm not.
No, you're not. You're not. Okay, yeah. I think you are.
Oh my gosh!
This led to an impromptu match for AJ's title. While everyone was expecting a hard-fought AJ win, that's not what happened. Instead, Paige shocked everyone by winning and becoming a double champion. Suddenly, Paige was the biggest wrestler in the division.
AJ Lee is hyperventilating. She can't believe it, neither can Paige. Paige is going to leave here tonight, the new Divas champion.
This match kickstarted the frenemies feud between Paige and AJ, helping elevate both as they switched between rivals and allies. Number 6. Being general manager. Not long after making her main roster debut, AJ was put into an on-screen relationship with Daniel Bryan. This strange and often toxic pairing had its ups and downs.
While these two individuals cannot be married, speak now or forever else hold your peace.
Regardless, they were set to get married in the ring on Raw 1000. While AJ said yes, it turned out it wasn't to nuptials with Bryan. Instead, it was her agreeing to dump him to be the general manager of Raw.
No one knows what to make of what is going on here tonight. AJ has left Daniel Bryan at the altar because she accepted a business proposal for Mr. McMahon to be the general manager.
With her newfound power, AJ was in her heel element, making Bryan, CM Punk, and others miserable.
But that doesn't change the fact that you have definite anger management issues.
Maybe it has something to do with the fact that you left me at the altar.
While AJ was forced to resign several months later, she was able to use the experience and the prominent role she'd enjoyed to boost her career. Number 5, meeting her husband.
And I know this goes against every fiber of your being, but don't do anything crazy and you're gonna be fine, okay?
Okay. And okay.
As part of her storyline relationship with Daniel Bryan, AJ got the chance to work with her future husband CM Punk on screen in 2012, during Punk's feud with Bryan. By the following year, AJ and Punk started dating IRL. They were spotted together in public.
You know what? I sort of dig crazy chicks.
Punk later spoke about how on the day of his wedding to AJ in 2014, he received his termination letter from WWE after walking out of the company earlier in the year. Yet despite that seemingly petty behavior, the duo didn't let it ruin their day.
I'm not gonna toy with your emotions and string you along just to get something that I want. You don't deserve that. You're a sweet girl.
The newlyweds then adopted a rescue dog, Larry, who's become nearly as popular as the wrestling couple with his appearances, even helping Punk in his merchandise sales upon his WWE return in 2023. Number 4, first title. This milestone set AJ on her path to legendary status in wrestling. In 2013, she took part in a battle royal to determine the number 1 contender for Kaitlyn's Divas Championship. AJ managed to eliminate Layla last, setting her up to face her former friend for the belt.
The winner of this match and number 1 contender for the Divas Championship, AJ Lee.
Kaitlyn, AJ's been waiting a long time for this, your former friend.
Shortly after, Kaitlyn was on the receiving end of a secret admirer who turned out to be Big E. However, showing her devious side, it was all a ruse, as AJ had set it all up to mess with the champ.
I used to put you on a pedestal, and now I get to shove you off and laugh as you fall all the way down.
At Payback, AJ placed Kaitlyn in her Black Widow submission, getting the tap, and winning her first title on the main roster.
Kaitlyn taps out to the Black Widow, and AJ Lee has reached her goal of becoming Divas Champion.
Number 3, Diva Title record breaker.
Now all the divas have come together, have united to celebrate me. On my day, the day to celebrate me being the longest reigning Divas Champion of all time.
After losing the Divas Championship to Paige in 2014, nearly 3 months later, AJ took back her belt to become a 2-time champion. However, a few weeks on, Paige reclaimed the title. This culminated in Paige defending the championship against Nikki Bella and AJ in a triple threat bout at Night of Champions.
The new Divas Champion, AJ Lee!
AJ Lee now a 3-time Divas Champion.
With AJ picking up the win, she became, alongside Eve Torres, the only woman to win the Divas Championship 3 times. After winning the Divas Championship the first time, AJ held it for 295 days, a record for a single reign, which was eventually broken by Nikki, who held it for 300 days. However, adding up all her reigns, AJ held the belt for 405 days.
To say that I sure have done that. You can be a nerd, you can be a tomboy, and you can still be the longest reigning Divas Champion of all time.
Number 2, the Total Divas feud. In 2013, WWE wanted to get in on the lucrative reality TV market by creating Total Divas, which showcased the lives of the women wrestlers away from the ring. However, shortly after its debut, AJ made her feelings on the program known with her pipe bomb. After the Total Divas cast had a match on Raw, she arrived with a mic.
I mean, the Bellas were dealing with their obvious daddy issues. The Funkadactyls broke up and then got back together again. Natalya's fiance isn't much of a man.
She mocked the show's storylines, gaining applause from the crowd. AJ then issued a scathing promo against the wrestlers, calling them cheap and interchangeable, among many other insults.
Honestly, a bunch of cheap, interchangeable, expendable, useless women.
Blurring the lines between a storyline and reality, this incident made AJ one of the most talked about performers in the industry, kicking off a feud between her and Total Divas.
And you will never be able to touch me. And that is reality.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Sparking the women's revolution.
So why don't you do what's best for business? And let the Bellas work on their little issues on their own time and leave the Divas title to me.
Back in the day, men's stories and matches would dominate WWE shows, while women would pop up only briefly. In 2015, the company hit a new low after a 30-second match featuring Emma and Paige losing to the Bella Twins caused #GiveDivas a chance to trend online.
Emma checking on her friend and bringing to make Emma pay. Never turn your back on the Bellas. Face first, cover.
Just like that.
That same day, Stephanie McMahon posted a tweet about her support for Patricia Arquette's Oscar speech about the gender pay gap. AJ commented by calling out the hypocrisy of how women at WWE are given less time and money compared to the men. Stephanie and her father, Vince, posted their thanks to AJ and stated that it would change. A few months later, the women's revolution officially began by retiring the Diva brand and showcasing women more.
Stephanie McMahon promised change. And that's what she got live on Raw.
Throughout her stellar career, who has been AJ Lee's best rival? Let us know below.